We're back playing Final Fantasy VII, and we're at the path back up is the path that we went down. So whenever you want to come back up here, you need to go to the upper right of that screen and then traverse the blue pathways back here. But right now, we want to go down this way. This weird looking corridor here. And there are several enemies here, especially this asshat, Master Tonberry. Now, aside from the certain pots in the area, this is the best enemy to grind off of because he's actually worth 6,000 HP. However, he has 44,000 health. He's level 45, so you can't really do anything with that there. Can I death sentence him? No, I'm gonna Shadow Flare him to death. Nope, guess not. But yeah, he absorbs gravity. Other than that, no weakness whatsoever. And he uses everyone's grudge. Ow. There you go, White Wind. One thing I might not have ever mentioned about White Wind is that it not only does it restore or do healing based on the current HP of whoever uses it, but it also actually, yeah. You can steal elixirs from these guys, which actually help in this room, which I hopefully will show up in a minute. And I think everyone's grudge in this game will deal more damage to you based on how many enemies you've killed, which is why it does a lot more damage to me than it did to Vidu. But yeah, White Wind will basically not only restore HP to all party members equal to the HP of the user, the current HP of the user, but it will restore their status, which is a great way if you're, say, in the arena and your items become locked, you can, deal with it that way. Now see, that chest up there is already open. We didn't actually come here yet. I don't know why I went this way then. Because we sent people down this path, so they won't have opened everything, but they will have opened several of them. And we have here this douche nozzle. Can I run from him, please? Oh, don't do that to me, thank you. Yeah, see, you run into that guy here. This is the grind area. You run into that guy, and it's like, oh, just good grief. So we take my 1,300 experience. But see, there's some chests here that aren't open, like these. So it all depends on how many people you send down a particular path to determine... Is this them? Yes! Alright, magic pots. Magic pots, what they do is you can't actually damage them until you throw an elixir at them. I don't think they have much in the way of HP, though. It's less than 10,000, I know that. Is there... Let's try it. 4,096. They're invincible until given an elixir, but they are worth 1,000 AP each, as well as 8,000 experience. So, yeah, this is the great... You grind off these guys till your heart's content. They also drop turbo ethers like a fiend. So yeah, I mean, you can easily end up with 99 turbo ethers before you're done grinding. There's one more enemy that I would like to show before... Not him. They're called movers. They're 3 little red balls that are very evasive, but go down easily enough. Wait, where's... But they are worth, I want to say, they're worth 2400 AP for the 3 of them, which I think means they're worth 800 AP each. And they die fairly easily to magic attacks. How do I get that treasure? Let's turn those off for now, while I figure out how to get the treasure, because I want it. There we get the shield materia, which if you sent someone down here, they would pick up. Oh, okay, that's one way to get up there. For an Imperial Guard, which is another of the armor that I'm using, I'm going to give it to Dilly. Probably the best armor in the game, aside from, you know, the Gjenrei's absurd defense and the Misteel with its absurd evasion. No, what do you do? Now, why was that automatic? Why do I have to sit there and hold up to get back to this area up here? But going back down there is automatic. Alright, let's turn these back on here. Make sure we're at a decent time. 6 minutes. There they are, movers. Alright, movers. They have 3000 HP each, no weakness. You can actually morph them into protect rings if you really wanted to. I believe they can run away. I'm not entirely sure if they, you know. If you don't kill them fast enough, they run away, but I can't, you know, make a guarantee about that. Okay, we killed 2 of them thanks to counterattacking. The problem with these is that they are worth absolutely 0 experience. They also drop turbo others, which I will need if I'm going to keep having to cure myself. Or use, like, magic breath or high-powered spells. Okay, I can turn the encounters off here, because I'm pretty sure that's everything. Except 2 random little bitch enemies that I don't want to show off because they suck. Okay, now, it seems like this room is useless. However, it's barely legible, but there is a materia right there. And it looks purple on the screen. It's not. It's W magic. It is another command materia that turns a command into a W command. In that case, it's magic. Okay, so now we've completed that path and we're back down here. That was the path we sent Triple and everyone else on. And I'll just show you how to get back up. Because this is the only way you have to get back up there. So if you don't like those giant robots, you're going to have to deal with them for a while, because they are all over this place. But now we're going to go all the way back up to where we split the first time, go down the right path, or as I like to call it, the blue or enemy skill path. Because a lot of the enemy skills in the game you can are found there, and aside from the Dark Dragon, which I hope we run into another one of, because I want to show the fact that he's got 2 manipulatable enemy skills. So let's turn the counters back on here. This is actually the first room where you can counter Master Tonberries, and this is one I'm running away from it. No, it's a dragon, okay. Manipulate. Okay, here we go. Alright, see, laser is a enemy skill. It does quite a bit. I think it's gravity based, so yeah, it does a lot of damage. And also the other one is Dragon Force, which I think increases your statistics overall. I'm not exactly sure, but there are 2 skills that you can learn. There we go. Yeah, so no, never mind. Let's do a back on Dilly. Yeah, I think laser reduces enemies' HP by half. And we can basically just run away from this guy. So yeah, that's basically that. The rest of them I think are all down here. Okay, yeah, this spiral takes forever to get down. Okay, here we are. We have this little hooker. Where you manipulate. Pollen Salta. She has 4,000 HP, absorbs fire, is really much of a big deal. You can, she can confuse you, as most of these enemies with the sprites can, but she also has Angel Whisper, which is a very weird healing attack. Yeah, it's basically a full heal. Yeah, Revive restores, yeah, it's a single target full heal. And I think her fascination there is a counterattack. And that's the confusion. So try not to have your one unprotected guy get hit by it. But yeah, there's no reason to fight her again. Because she's not worth it. She's only worth 1,000 experience. We can just make it all the way down here. Yeah, go down. This is why you can't climb back up this path. You can't climb back up this vine here. This was the chest that Mika grabbed. Obviously, she grabbed the first thing she saw. But there's also an elixir there. The one particular enemy that we're looking for is Dragon Zombie. We get another speed source. The chest down here, kind of hidden. That's a Tetra Elemental. That would be the first one you got if you... Okay, we got a preemptive attack, run away. I did put the preemptive materia on myself to try to maximize if I had to run away from stuff. But I want the Dragon Zombie because they have a very special enemy skill that you can very easily miss. It is probably the easiest enemy skill to miss in this game. And here's another... we have a death dealer. They have 7,000 HP. Not really anything spiffy. I don't want to slash all because I don't want to... Okay, well, there it is. He's just going to use it on his own. Oh, good grief. So yeah, he learned roulette, but he's also dead now. Which is also another reason why you want the safety bit. Okay, let's Phoenix down myself there, and... next person. The thing about any of the W things is you can actually interrupt them. I don't think the enemies can, but if you say you use a limit break, please hit Mikoto. Or hit Sid, why not? Where you're gonna heal for nothing? Yeah, if you say use W item and you use the 2 items, and at some point, you know, after using while the character is doing the first item, you use a limit break. The limit break will actually preempt. I'll just use one of these. I'm not gonna use this ever. The limit break will actually preempt the second item, and you will interrupt it. And I did not use a Mega Elixir knowing I would get one out of that chest. Please be the enemy I want. No, that is not you. The enemy I want is a Dragon Zombie. And I want it because it's the first ever... I think there's another... Yeah, okay. This, I think, is the last screen of this area. The only time they will ever use... Or Marlboro. That's good. Yeah, you can learn Bad Breath if you haven't yet. Which, I should have stopped to learn it at the, when I was at the snow area where I fought those guys before, but if you missed it, they're here. One of the few repeat enemies in the game. This is the only other place they appear, so if you miss it here, you're pretty much boned. Well, I mean, if you miss it here and continue on, you've beaten the game, so you're not that worried. But, yeah, that's where you can get Bad Breath. Come on, give me... Alright, I'm going back to the other screen because I know it's on that screen. I do not know if it's on this screen. It's ridiculous. I just want an enemy. It's not hard. It's one enemy. It's probably the last enemy I'm going to show off in the game. It's not these guys. I want to say that the Paratail will... Fine, we'll just kill you. Or, as soon as I let go of L1 and R1, that's when they decide to fucking run away. Nope. But you know what? I'm killing you just because. See, the thing I think about Slash All is actually it cuts your attack power in half. Because he should be doing more than like 800 damage to those little midget things there. Whereas Double Cut actually does not. Fine, are you happy now, game? I killed the thing. To reset the RNG, give me a different battle. Yeah, if you have EXP Plus or Gil Plus, this is not a bad area to do your grinding in, but obviously Master Tomberries and Elixirs at the Magic Pots are infinitely better. And why are you still here? You're wasting my time, woman. There it is. Okay, now this thing, the Dragon Zombie, has 13,000 HP, is weak to Holy and Cure. Can I Phoenix down him? Just end it. Nope. Let's get the regen going there. You want to try to be at... See if this works. Let's see if the Angel Whisper works, because it is a full cure. Or it does that, okay. Now here's his big thing. Pandora's Box. This is the final enemy skill in the game. It does AoE damage to all enemies, no elemental, ignores defense. Hopefully this doesn't kill us. Yeah, and see, now, he will only do that once. That monster, no matter how many times you run into it, will cast Pandora's Box upon death exactly once. Once it has done so, it will never do it again. So if you miss it, you're shit out of luck, because it is never going to recast that. But yeah, that's the final enemy skill that sits next to Shadow Flare there. I will show off the fully mastered enemy skill materia on the grind file Because right now we pretty much have everything we need to, as far as enemy skills go, to actually do what we want. But yeah, I think this is the, yeah, you just pop outside here, and yeah, we're done. So yeah, we've collected all the treasure now, and got some very, very good stuff. A lot of sources, a lot of great materia. You know, the command counter, magic counter, W summon. Oh, I think, not W summon, W magic shield, which is the final magic materia in the game that you can actually, you know, get your mastered magic materia. Okay, so let's save here. I think the reason why I had command counter in the other file was because it was actually the grind file, and I'd already come through here and gotten all the interesting stuff from in here. But yeah. So, actually, let's... Here. Let's, do a bit of... Let's show off the, speaking of master materia, I'm going to put this at the end of this episode, rather than, you know, try to have it be its own bonus, just to have it in the LP somewhere. What happens when you have... I think it's 6. What happens when you have, you know, all the materia? See how there's 2 of everything, one of which is master, the other is free? Blue doesn't matter. Mime, manipulate, morph, throw. Well, the game will list it out. And I do have one of all the summons mastered. So, yeah. Once you've done all that freaking grinding, come to Cosmo Canyon here. You go in here, you go up towards Bugenhagen's little house there. And you actually have to talk to the huge materia, and it'll tell you the requirements for certain things. Like, obviously, one of every magic materia, no big deal. Summons are fairly simple to that. It's the commands that's actually the problem, because, you know, you don't know, or there's some commands like W magic, W item, W summon that aren't actually involved in the master command materia. Okay, so let's look at the materia. As far as magic, you have Ultima, which is bought in Coral after the reactor. Shield found in the Master Dungeon. Full Cure is here. Contain is giving the Chocobo some greens. Destruct, I think Sephiroth gives that to you. Time, most of these are... Comet is in the Forest of the Ancients. The rest, I think, are purchasable. Mime is the other Chocobo. Manipulate, Ian came with that. Deathflow is in Gungaga. Morph, I think we picked up a bunch. I don't remember where these are at. I think one of them is also in Gungaga. So Yuki comes with Throw. Sense you get handed to you. Steel is in Midgar. W item is during the Shinra raid. W summon is purchased from the arena. W magic is in the final dungeon. Double cut, I forget. Slash all is in the Forest of the Ancients. I think double cut is actually just along the way during the plot. Knights around Chocobo, Bahamut Zero, getting all 4 huge materia, or digging in the Bone Village. Typhoon is in the Forest of the Ancients. Hades is in the Galnica. Neo Bahamut is in the Whirlwind Maze. Phoenix is because of, or after the Fort Condor reactor. Alexander is in the Snow area. Fujata is in the Forest of the Ancients. Bahamut is in the Temple of the Ancients. Leviathan is given to you by being in the Pagoda. Odin is somewhere unimportant. And Titan is in Gungaga and the huge reactor. Rama, I forget where. Ifrit. is in Nibelheim, I think. Shiva is given to you by Priscilla, and Chocomog is given to you by the Chocobos. So yeah, let's red. Well, let's get closer. Fiery glow. Same as summon materia. Rawr! And summon materia blend. Yep. Basically, you will take all of the master summon materia and give you back a master summon, which essentially converts all of that shit into one materia. There's no restrictions on it. You can summon them as many times as you want. And the same thing for, well, magic really doesn't change anything, except it converts all magic materia into one materia, which allows you to just have, you know, as much magic as you want. Unfortunately, anytime you try to couple it with a command or a support materia, most of them won't actually work. Like, if you want to say have HP and MP absorb when you use time, you will actually need to, well, some of them work. Like HP and MP absorb work, but like elemental with master magic in your armor will not protect you against all elements offered by the master magic materia. It's considered none. So yeah, you have to be very careful about, and also you can't counter with the master materia because it won't know what spell to do, regardless of which counter you use. So yeah, this is the 7 materia involved in the command materia: Steal, Sense, Throw, Morph, Death Blow, Manipulate, Mime. What is not involved is the W items, Double Cut, Slash All. Those are all essentially, even though they're all command materials, they are independent of the master command. So yeah, this is the efforts of the grinding. You actually get a full set of these from defeating, I believe it's from defeating Ruby Weapon. You get a full set of master materials. So that's why I only grinded out 2 of them. I already have 2 master magics. But no, I had a master magic already, because magic materia is actually a lot easier to, like Ultima, this takes maybe like 100,000 AP. Oh, it's on him. Yeah, this is 50,000 AP for the first, like, the first level. I mean, it takes so long to do this, just this one. And also, Typhon and Hades take forever too, for no reason. Like, I've mastered like 4 Quadra Magics just trying to level grind this stuff. But anyway, that's the master materia. You know, next time I'll show beating Sephiroth on the normal file, and then after that it's the weapons, and then beating him with his super powered upgrade. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Remember to post your names for Final Fantasy VIII GFs that you want to be named after you in the comments, and have a good night.